Welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us. We're filming today on site at Radiant Skin Therapy off of Todd Drive and the Beltline. We love coming here. We love the owner, Ann Pientka. We're talking anti-aging today. I think that's always on mind for a lot of us girls.
Right.
And you guys too.
Yes.
Don't you think?
I think it is more and more and more.
I think more and more is
And
right.
I even have noticed it, not to, I'm not too into the celebrity gossip or anything, but occasionally you'll see some photos of some pretty high profile celebrities that are starting to look younger.
Right.
Guys.
Right.
How does it happen?
There's no shame, no shame.
But I think it's nice because it's just some really basic refresh things. And we're going to touch on some of the top services for men, including even hair loss is something that you can do non-surgically here at Radiant.
With natural product from, yeah.
And they've had some big results. I'm excited to find out more.
Right.
And guys, if you just maybe don't know, now I'm going to out your husband a little bit. I remember we were talking one time and he thought Botox was something you put in your lips. So guys, if you're curious what some of this stuff is, stick around for the conversation with Ann.
Yeah, you might be surprised. I think you will be.
Yeah. So let's see, who else? We're talking yoga. There's a new little studio. Well, it's been around a year actually. It's called Space, and Pat Barone is the owner. We're going to chat with her. Are you ladies doing yoga?
I love yoga
Yeah, all right.
and mindfulness and meditation. I'm sold on all of it.
Or Elise is avoiding eye contact.
I went once recently.
Janet knows my full yoga history because I've been to Janet's class, as you know.
That's your full history. That's
Well, I went to one class before yours that I told you my mom and I giggled our way out of because it was
That's
silly.
right.
That's it. But I really enjoyed your class, and
I
it's
appreciated
a
you
little-
not giggling throughout
I
my
didn't.
class.
No, I didn't giggle. I had a lovely time. I just have gotten a little large for the regular yoga.
Yeah. Elise?
I went once and it was great.
That's great. Okay,
There's more on that. We'll find out
Really
later.
good at it.
All right, we are going to be talking beauty as well. It wouldn't be Girl Talk without that. We're talking some hair products and new things going on at the Blow Dry Style Lounge. I know you just got a
I did.
mani-pedi there, right?
Loved it. It was great. And it's
Yeah.
such a beautiful place, too. And
Yeah.
you kind of see it from outside and you think it's going to be smaller, and you walk in and it's like,
It's pretty massive.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of services.
Yep.
So they need a lot of space. Speaking
Right.
of space, yeah.
and they've got the music and the great services. and
Doesn't
it's
hurt
just
that you can have
refreshing.
a glass of champagne,
Right?
I was
a
gonna
glass
say,
of
and the
wine.
cocktails.
They offered me that, and I was like
Really?
real wine? Really? And they're like, yeah, do you want some? I was like, yes, absolutely. But yeah, that was a fun little
Should have
perk.
led with that. You
Right?
can have a glass
Right?
of wine. Oh yeah, and get your nails done.
Yes, please.
All righty, well, we're going to catch up with them next. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are filming here at Radiant Skin Therapy, and later we're going to talk about some great anti-aging services that you can enjoy. Men, we're talking you too. And I don't think Girl Talk would be complete without talking beauty, right? We talk beauty of all kinds, but right now we're going to chat with the ladies from the Blow Dry Style Lounge about some specific products and some specific tips that can help you at home. So we're joined by Breezy and Jay Shaya from Blow Dry Style Lounge. How are you guys doing?
So good.
Glad to have you. We got a lot to cover. Let's
So much to
dive in.
cover.
Okay. So I have no idea what this is. The Blow Dry Concentrate. Now we're talking hair to start.
Yes.
What is this product?
So the Blow Dry Concentrate is a new product that is in the Moroccan Oil line, and it is a pure argan oil product with no additives, nothing. It's pure argan oil. That is why it's in a glass bottle. If it was in any other plastic bottle or anything like that, it would seep through the plastic because it is so highly concentrated.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
bottle's not just for fancy looks.
No, it is not.
Does that mean our hair gets to look like this? 'Cause you
It
always have
could,
fabulous hair. Awesome. Okay, great product.
Yeah.
So I know both Jess and I have fine hair, and the first thought I have is if it's that concentrated that it would seep through, it would probably be too heavy for my hair. So you have an alternative.
We do. So we do have the smoothing lotion, which is very similar to the Blow Dry Concentrate. The smoothing lotion is going to do essentially the same thing, control frizz, lock and shine, and kind of smooth everything out. The smoothing lotion you can use a little bit more than the Blow Dry Concentrate, but the Blow Dry Concentrate can be used by everybody as well, just very little amounts.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. It's concentrated, so
Very
that's
concentrated.
the hint.
Yes,
Don't use
exactly.
too much. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about Moroccan oil, because this is a line that we've touched on before, and it's gaining in popularity. There's a lot of positives with Moroccan oil. Is there a one go-to product that you just think everybody should have?
Absolutely. The the hair protection spray, that one is going to be the best one that you could possibly use because everybody can use it. It's not going to be super heavy, and it's going to protect your hair against environmental stressors and damage itself. Hot tools, all that good stuff.
So if you're like almost everybody out there that at some point either uses some kind of hot tool, hair dryer or other, or just encounters environmental factors, I mean, it's almost impossible not to. You just spray it on.
Yep.
And
When your hair is damp, and blow it out, and then you're all set.
I love it.
An ounce of prevention, right?
Exactly.
Because I think it's your hair can't really heal, so you've got to take a preventive measure, especially if you
Exactly.
want to have that longer hair.
Yeah, everybody wants healthy hair.
Exactly. So, Jashai, what's new right now at the Blow Dry Style Lounge?
Well, we have our new aromatherapy bar, so we have new labels, oils, and scents. Spray tins are only $17. Come get your color on, Also, we have brow waxes are half off.
Now, you don't mean half off of your brow. I
Of course not.
Okay, so half price. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see, it says up to what, $10 to
Yes.
have a brow wax?
Yep, but you have to mention CW57 Girl Talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
catch. Easy peasy though. So you said spray tans. Now, I know, Breezy, you've given me spray tans before. She's really good at this. And those are $17.
Yes, $17. Yep.
What a great way to get color without the sun. It is really nice. Great.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, you mentioned there's some oils and scents and all these different things. The sugar scrub, it's awesome.
Yes,
So
I love
let's-
the sugar
Let's
scrub.
talk about that. Okay, for folks at home, what is it used for? If you haven't had one before, it's pretty great.
So a sugar scrub, it basically exfoliates that dead skin off for you, and it seals in the moisture. It's really good for your feet in between pedicures, and you can actually use it like for sunscreening, stuff like that. So I really love it. My daughter has dry skin, so it really helps her like take off all that dead skin and
Absolutely.
Yes.
Keep it in the
Like-
shower even and
yes,
just use
all
it.
over your body.
Love it, yeah.
Different fragrances, smells really good.
You smell good, you're smooth. What's not to love? Exactly. All right, ladies, lots going on. If you want half off a brow wax, who couldn't use one? I probably could. Head to the Blow Dry Style Lounge, mention Girl Talk. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're going to be back talking men's skincare and particularly regarding anti-aging with Radiant Skincare. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming here at Radiant Skin Therapy, and later we'll be talking with Anne about a very interesting topic. You won't want to miss it. But first, we're joined here with Pat Barone, a co-owner and teacher at Space, a yoga studio. Welcome back, Pat.
Thanks.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Let's dive right in and tell our viewers a little bit about what Space has to offer.
You know, Space is a wonderful, private, small yoga studio, and we're dedicated to the full range of yoga. So yoga is so much more than most people realize. We think of it as stretching or the physical part of it, but there's a mental approach to it, there's the meditative connection. It's really a wonderful space to be able to explore all
So
of
it's
yoga.
more than just posing pretty.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's not competitive. I'll often say it's not pretzel-y.
Okay, gotcha. Good, because I'm not sure I could do that.
Yes,
Not everybody's so bendy.
that's right. That's
Pat,
right.
I know we were talking a little bit before just about all of the benefits of yoga,
Mm-hmm.
and just if you could share that with our viewers too.
Yoga has so many incredible benefits, and again, you've got to go into the other aspects of it to get the benefits.
Right.
But it has this wonderful way to connect you to your body, and get you into that mind-body connection where you can really feel your body and be present in your life. It has health benefits way beyond most people have even ever talked about. So it's not just about stretching the muscles. If it's done correctly, and it can work on the glandular system, the respiratory system, the immune system. It's just an amazing, the health benefits just go on and on and on.
Yeah, it sounds like a laundry list.
Exactly.
A good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
A very good one. And again, we want to get out of our busy, busy lives. We want to de-stress. That in itself is healthy.
Absolutely.
And it's really necessary.
Sure, and then you have that ripple effect of the physical benefits that come with that. That's great. Now, Kundalini actually can get a little bit more specific, and it's becoming quite popular throughout the country. Tell us more about Kundalini Yoga.
Yeah, Kundalini is the yoga that I teach, and it works on the energy system. And it has specific, again, health benefits for every class. And Harvard Medical School is studying it and discovering that what they said 5,000 years ago is true today.
What do you know?
It's crazy. It's crazy, but if you're doing a set for the liver, for instance, they will find increased liver function. And so it's kind of blowing people away. It also has a meditative section in every class, and the meditations are focused. So there's a specific one for the brain, and the Alzheimer's Prevention Foundation recommends it.
Wow.
Because again, Harvard Medical School found it had effects through brain scans. They could see it lit up and activated the part of the brain that's affected by Alzheimer's.
That is amazing. Why would you not?
So yeah,
Who can argue with Harvard, right?
it's not a bad
Definitely not.
recommendation.
So other than yoga, what else is offered at Space?
We have Tai Chi, we have meditation series, we have a modality called Yamuna body rolling, where you roll the joints and the muscles over a soft ball. There's a very specific process to do it. And one of my co-owners, Laura Flanagan, teaches that. She's an expert. It's amazing. That's really good for joints and arthritis and all kinds of aging issues. And we have Kirtan, which is singing yoga. We have a group, every month we have some kind of a group or a community event. So it might be a singing event, it might be a dancing event, it might be a group healing. It's
That sounds wildly fun.
It is.
But also very intimidating.
Yeah.
I think the community is so open, and we really are open to anyone at any level. I don't think it's intimidating when you get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. And I know Space is kind of, the little yoga studio with heart. And you guys have been so successful. And what is kind of your key to success?
I think that it is that welcoming, open nature that we have. But we also have teachers that are all very well trained.
Sure.
And they can help you with an assist or a modification for anything. Truly, I have people come who are disabled who sit in a chair and do yoga.
Great.
It's really a welcoming place in that sense. And you don't have to feel like you're going to get lost in the crowd. It's
Sure.
because it's small and it's private.
So most important, we're about out of time, Pat. How are people going to find your studio?
Well, we're online at spacemadison.com, and that's also our Facebook name. So you can find us there. We post the schedule every day, and you can explore the website and find out a lot of other things about yoga there too.
Sure. Otherwise, you're on the west side of Madison on Odana Road, right?
Right, in the Clock Tower office park.
All right.
So it's doesn't look like a yoga studio from the outside, but find us. We're in there.
You won't be disappointed, I'm sure. Thank you for joining us, Pat. Stay around for more Girl Talk. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We have been filming here at Radiance Skin Therapy and having a lovely time as we are joined now by Ann Pientka, who is always a gracious hostess. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Glad to see you. So, we've got kind of a fun topic today. We often talk about women, and obviously we like to look good, and there's lots of great services out there to help us prevent aging. But it's no secret there are men out there that want to do the same thing, right?
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the men's services. What are the most popular for guys?
Well, depends on the guy, right? But we see laser hair removal. Probably the big one right now is the PRP for the thinning hair. And we can go into that a little bit more. Botox, fillers, cool sculpting, chin.
Sure. Oh yeah, absolutely.
The
for face.
Kybella, the cool sculpting for the chin. But really any service that a woman might come in for, a man could come in for. And we're seeing that as a huge rise in our population at Radiance and actually all over.
Oh, wow.
So.
Well, I think it's great because guys are, really starting to. We've always taken care of ourselves for our guys, right? So,
Always.
So it's time to step up to the plate. No, but I think it's great, and I think it's great that it's becoming more common and maybe a little bit less. I don't know, of something they're hiding and coming out and doing it. So we'll cover some of those services today.
I think that's great. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned Botox and fillers. Men really do that?
Absolutely. And I think we approach men a little bit differently. We want our guys to still be kind of rough and, sexy looking. And so, we don't have to totally freeze them, that we can soften them.
Okay.
And so their lines don't continue to get real etched in and real deep. And a lot of guys, I don't like my crow's feet. They're getting to make me look old.
Yeah.
And so we can absolutely soften them, and nobody knows they're doing it, and they love that. It's still very natural for them.
Well, that's the best part, is that it can be so hush-hush.
Right.
Secretive.
Absolutely.
And kind of going off of that as well, I know you mentioned PRP, which maybe for our viewers first, we can just explain what that means.
Sure. PRP is platelet-rich plasma.
Okay.
And it's where we take your blood and we spin it in a centrifuge, and it takes out all the things that we don't want, and it's left with platelet-rich plasma. Okay? And what that is it's your own growth factor.
Oh.
So we're putting back in to the scalp a growth factor. So as long as we have follicles there, and it's not just men, I know we're talking about men, but men and women can have thinning hair. And so as long as we have follicles to stimulate with that growth factor, we see a huge change in the amount of hair. And not only that, the quality of the hair.
So some big results, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
really, really, really nice. We kind of fell into it, if you will, and we started to do a little bit of this, and all of a sudden everybody who comes in is seeing more hair. And so we've been doing more and more of it because the word kind of gets around.
What a unique approach.
I love that it seems like a secret potion, but it's coming from you already.
Right.
There's nothing not natural about it. And we also use PRP to rejuvenate the face. And I always kind of found that kind of crazy, okay, we're putting in the scalp for hair, but then the body knows to give us collagen in the face. All of a sudden, are we going to grow hair in our face?
That's interesting. But I guess we're smart beings, right? Our bodies know what to do with what and where to put it. But that's so great about the hair, because there's so many guys out there that think that the only solution, and women too, for hair loss and trying to regain that is to do implants or transplants or all these things. I don't know a lot about, but this is so much easier, and you're getting great results.
Right.
Really neat. Let's touch on cool sculpting for a minute before we move on. So cool sculpting, we've touched on this before, but it's basically a way to remove fat cells from certain areas. So what are guys doing in terms of cool sculpting? What are their favorite areas? You mentioned chin.
Yeah, chin. That genetic thing, or you have a little weight gain, and we see that in the chin. And that's really popular for guys because for some reason their genetics seem to go here. Women's genetics go here, but right,
We're all agreeing.
Yeah. But other areas that men really like is their flanks.
Sure.
Okay, they love handles because like I said, women have their spots, men have their spots, but we do a decent amount of flanks and even abdomens for men.
And we should mention this is all non-surgical. I mean, it's you come in on a lunch break if you want.
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
And you can go back to work the next day, if I remember correctly. Okay, so back to their faces.
Yeah.
Because that's the first part you see, usually, right?
Totally.
What can men continue or be doing at home to further their skincare?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like women who come in here, professional skin products can be so beneficial. It's different than what you're going to buy at Sephora. Nothing's wrong with Sephora, but we can give you a little bit more power, more gusto. It's kind of like it's okay to take a supplement when you're younger, but when you get older, you might need prescription.
Right.
And that's really the same with the skin. And men can see a huge change with that too. They get on, most men don't even use a cream, so we get them on a couple prescription products and they say, wow, my skin looks amazing, right?
Yeah.
And then even have them start to wear some sunscreen, which they're not used to doing. So
That's always huge, sunscreen,
yeah,
right? That's always what your parents are telling you growing up.
It's
and
a prevention.
You don't listen. So
Right.
where can people
Exactly.
find out more just about everything that you guys have to offer?
Yeah, they can visit our website at radiantskin.therapy.com. They can call us 240-0088 and they can have a free consultation.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you guys are great, and I've done the free consultation. It's wonderful. I mean, but you all know your stuff, so it's so evident in sitting here with you and just shooting the breeze and asking you questions. Thanks for sharing some of the men's services.
you.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
All right, well, thanks to Ann and Radiant Skin Therapy. Thanks to all of our guests for joining us. Thank you for watching. Join us next time for Girl Talk.